El Paso County has yet to disperse the majority of its $125 million in COVID relief funding from the federal government. News Channel 13's Lauren Barnes is live in our newsroom tonight to explain what happens if the money isn't spent by the end of this year. Lauren?
Right now, the federal government is saying the county has to spend its CARES Act funding by the end of December. If they don't use it, they could lose it. I met with El Paso County Commissioner Mark Waller to find out what the holdup is on more than $84 million remaining.
Most of us could think of a few ways to spend that chunk of change.
It's $125 million, a little bit more than $125 million.
El Paso County Commissioner Mark Waller wants to make sure it's allocated appropriately.
You would think that it wouldn't be hard to spend $125 million, but we want to make sure in the county that we're good stewards of those dollars that the federal government has given us.
The sheriff's office has about $15 million for jail improvements and other projects. $1 million will go to individuals facing COVID-related hardships. But about $84 million still remains.
Living in a county of 735,000 residents, trying to figure out the impacts of COVID is kind of a difficult and daunting task.
It's a task that will be up to Waller and his fellow commissioners to complete.
Who's the oversight officer, if you will, here to make sure that happens?
Well, obviously the Board of County Commissioners is the ultimate oversight authority, but we depend heavily on the county administrator and also on our finance department, who understands all of those rules that are associated with spending these COVID dollars.
They plan to put about $20 million toward the private sector to keep local businesses open. For some, like the Boulder Street Diner, which shut down Saturday, it could be too little, too late.
There wasn't enough people coming and eating, and then our takeout started going down, and it's just we were losing money every day.
It highlights the urgent need to get the money into the local economy as designed. It's unclear if the funding, once dispersed, could be used to help businesses forced to close for COVID reopen. Right now, the county has until the end of the year to spend it, but is hoping that will change.
Now, Waller is hoping the deadline to spend the CARES Act funding will be extended in the next federal stimulus package. But as we've heard from Washington this week, lawmakers are not coming to an agreement. President Trump may issue his own order. Live in the newsroom, Lauren Barnes, KRDO News Channel 13.